Kakadosh Boker or Bekiim Halacha 5, day 83, Siman Lametet, this Siman 39, page 225, right? You have it over there. It's day 83, Halacha Kavdalid. Okay, we're talking about now, are you allowed to sell, whether it's Sifrei Torah or any other type of Sifarim, whether it's Tefilin, Mizuzot, this, that, to Goyim? Okay, so it says over here like this: Asulim kor sefer Torah tefillin legoy. You're not allowed to. You're prohibited to sell a sefer Torah or tefillin to a goy. Vafilu pasul, even if it's going to be disqualified. Meaning it's a pasul tefillin. What do you care? Upisulo nikar, and you could tell. ואפילו מטרה קנייתם כדי לשמור אותם דרך כבוד בבתי משכיותיהם וכדומה, even if they want to do it דרך כבוד and everything, אסור. ואף במקום איבה נחלקו דעות הפוסקים. And even if it's going to be because of איבה, right? There's still going to be a machlok poskim. Remember, Eva is like friction between us and the goyim. Still, it's a machlok poskim, which means that there's not just stama eter, just sell them whatever you want. Okay? Halacha Kafei says, "Asulim kol sefer Torah tefillin lekaraim." You're not allowed to come and sell sefer Torah tefillin to the karaim. Who are these karaim? That they do not believe in Torah shebe'al peh u'divrei Chazal, meaning they only believe in Torah shebichtav. So afal pi sheyadua shenogim b'kavod, they give a lot of kavod to it. So he says it doesn't help, right? Ve'imu sefer Torah pasul, and if it's going to be a sefer Torah pasul, right? Upislu, right? Upisulo nikar be'ofen barur, and the pisul, you could see it, very recognizable. Mutar lemochro, you're allowed to sell it to them, right? Why? Because then we're not going to suspect that it's going to come back to us pasul. So he says, aval me'en pisulo nikar, but if it's not nikar the psul, so he says, so for example, it wasn't written for Kedushat Sefer Torah, or there was written on Klav Shelo Aval Shem Kedushat Sefer Torah. That means you can't recognize it, you can't know it. So it's sur to sell it to them, because then we're going to suspect that they're going to sell it back to a regular Jew, and then he's going to think that it's going to be a kosher Sefer Torah, so therefore it does not help. Okay? Here, if you look in the footnote, he says that Rav Chidah brings down the Share Yeshua Zayin, ruling that it's forbidden to sell a Sefer Torah to a Kara'it Jew, even if they honor it, since the tantamount of condemning of perfectly kosher Torah to a situation where it will never be used for a mitzvah. Meaning, you're taking a Sefer Torah which could be used for a mitzvah, and now you're lowering it to a level that they're never going to do a mitzvah. Furthermore, even if the Sefer Torah is not kosher, right? But for the reason that's invisible, so again, maybe somebody else will buy it, and then it's going to be a problem, because how do you know that it's not kosher? You thought that stam they're selling you a Sefer Torah. So Rav Chida added the Radbaz, Rabbi David ben Zimra, that he said he agrees with this, and he testified that during the time of Moshe Galante, a non-kosher Sefer Torah was sold to the Karaites, and all the rabbis in the land of Israel consented to the sale. The Ginav Radim, however, ruled that it is forbidden to sell any Torah to the Karait, right? He says even if it's going to be non-kosher.
Whether or not it can be fixed or not.
Yeah, doesn't. Yeah, because since it's nikar, that it's pasul, so there's no problem. Yeah, we're not going to suspect any problem. Okay? Halacha kavav, right? 26. Asur limkor tefillin. It's going to be prohibited to come and to sell tefillin, right? To in Sefer Torah to reform and conservative harishaim. So he says the noagim bizayon, which are going to be noagim bizayon in Sefer Torah. ובהבליהם וטובותיהם עושים צחוק וקלות ראש, so they're going to be doing צחוק and קלות ראש, from any דבר שבקדושה, ומשתמשים בהנחת תפילין לנשים, and they're going to be using the הנחת תפילין for the women, or בקריאה בספרי תורה תפילותיהם, or they're going to read them in their תפילות, in their בית הכנסיות, וגם מעלים נשים אל התורה, they even bring up women to the Torah. ורוקדים עם הספר תורה, they dance with the ספר תורה, בתערובת אנשים ונשים יחדיו, right, men and women to mix together, ויש להחמיר בזה אפילו בספר תורה פסול. So even if it's going to be a ספר תורה פסול, you're not allowed to sell to the reform and to the conservatives. Okay? So he comes and he says like this. So he says, according to what we just mentioned, that they come, יש להחמיר בזה אפילו בספר תורה פסול. שהרי אף בספר תורה פסול אסור לנהוג מנהג ביזיון וצחוק וקלות ראש, אלא יש לגונזו. You have to put in geniza. So therefore you cannot come, meaning a person could think to himself, you know, listen, I've got a sefer Torah pasul, I might as well just sell it to them. No, you're not allowed to. Right? Very, very important, right, that you're not allowed to. And obviously, and then tomorrow we're going to continue with when do you check the tefillin, bedikat tefillin.